Hey everyone, it's Dr. Matt Finke with Baker Chiropractic and Wellness. We're here to discuss your spinal correction home care kit. So I'm going to break down things. We're going to show you the exercises to do at home. First and foremost, I want to show you the brochure that comes with each and every one of these. It's got everything listed on the front. On the inside, it gives you a brief description on how to use these at home. On the back, it goes specifically over how to install your cervical traction unit at home. So just to kind of break down things for you, first thing that we see, these are your pelvic wedges, your lumbar wedges. We're going to teach you how to use those. You'll notice that you have two sets of progressive foam molds. You've got a firm or a medium set, which is the charcoal, a firm set, which is the blue. They have slip covers with them. Next thing I want to show you, this is your home head weight system. Right there. You've got your inflatable wobble cushion to use at home. And last but certainly not least, your home wall traction. This is what it looks like in the case. The door stopper's right there. And this is what it looks like outside. So we're going to get through these, show you how to use them at home. Have fun with this.
Hi, Dr. Ryan Berlin here with Baker Chiropractic. Today we're going to be going over the first part of your home care kit, and that's your wobble cushion. So we've got Dr. Eric here. He's sitting on his wobble cushion, and we're going to go through the 3 exercises that we're going to have you doing. Your chiropractor has already filled out a home care instruction sheet for you. So if you turn to the first page, turn the first page back. On the second page, you'll see the wobble exercises right here, and they've marked specifically which ones they want you doing and whether they want you doing them with a head weight or not. First, we're going to show them without the head weight. So Dr. Eric, the first exercise I'm going to have you do is you're going to put your hands to your side, and we're going to do side-to-side movement. Now, with all of these exercises, they're designed to get movement throughout your whole spine. So we want to make sure that we're getting all the way from our neck down to our lumbar spine moving. So what we're going to do in this exercise is Dr. Eric is going to slide his right arm down his side, bending his whole spine, getting his neck moving in that direction as well, and then he's going to come back the other way and get his arm slide. Now watch his hips, making sure that they're elevated on either side. So the side he's leaning to, that hip comes up, and he goes back the other way. So that's perfect right there. The second one we're going to be doing is the front to back flexion and extension. So very similar. In this one, just like the hips were rocking up from side to side, we actually want our hips to rock in towards our stomach as we go forward, and our butt go out as we go back. So on this one, Dr. Eric, go all the way forward for me. Let your arms slide down, neck forward as well. Great. Now come all the way back into extension. Great. Butt comes up, all the way forward again, and all the way back. Great. Perfect. So that's 2 out of the 3. The last one we're going to do is the only one where we're actually not moving the hips from side to side or front to back. We're going to bring our hands up like a genie, Dr. Eric, right in front of you. Great. We're going to turn our entire spine and neck to the right and our entire neck and spine to the left, looking back and over our shoulder. Great. And we're trying to stabilize on that cushion. Do it one more time for us. Great. So you can see from the front, you can see his whole trunk and torso turning. These exercises are helping to build core stability, strengthen the postural muscles in the spine. When we have a scoliosis or any type of subluxation, it leads to muscle imbalances, and this is going to correct that for you guys. The head weights fall just above the eyes. We want the strap to go around the back of the head, and you pull to tighten that up. If you can't get it tight enough, you may have to tighten it first and then try to slip it on over your head. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure that when we're doing these exercises, our chin is parallel to the floor. So in Dr. Eric's case, we're actually going to bring this down just a little bit, about right there. He's going to stay right there, and he's going to do the same 3 exercises, getting that flexion extension. This time he's going to have some resistance in that neck and in the upper back. The idea of the head weights is that we're able to do these exercises and strengthen those postural muscles that keep our head back over our body, rather than letting that forward head posture start to creep in. That forward head posture happens when we're on cell phones, looking down on computers, and most of us do that, so we're going to combat that by really using those posterior chain muscles. So Dr. Eric, let's just go through those exercises again. Flexion extension on this one. You're going to go forward, great, and come back, and go into that extension. Wonderful. Forward. Make sure that the head weight doesn't fall off when you come into extension. You have to control these a little more than you did the first ones. Great. And then come forward with it. If you feel like the head weights are coming off, you're probably going a little far back. So right there, Dr. Eric, stop right there. Perfect. And that's great. On the next one, we're going to have him do his side-to-side movement again. And so side-to-side, again, keeping control. The opposite muscles are really working to resist that. Opposite muscles on this side. And so he's having to keep that chin back and that posture upright to do this exercise. Last one, we're going to do that genie exercise again. So again, making sure that chin, just check it every now and then. You may even want to do this with a mirror in front of you, that chin is parallel to the floor. And he's just going to do that turning motion, getting the whole trunk, head turning. And you can actually see how he's having to keep that head back over his body properly. This exercise is awesome. We want you guys to start off doing them unweighted, and then you progress to doing them in a weighted fashion. You take the weighted headpiece off, there's a Velcro underneath here. And you can actually start with less weight, so you don't have to start with all the weights in them. If it's too challenging, they slide out. And so you want to make sure that if you're taking them out, you're taking equal weights out from the right and left sides. And that's how you adjust this. The idea being that everyone should be able to get strong enough to be able to do all these weights. That's it.
Great. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over the home traction. So Dr. Eric, I'm going to have you go ahead and get in the home traction unit here. So this is cervical traction, and what this is going to do is going to get the extension back of the neck. Of course, the normal neck arch is 43 degrees. So what this is going to do, it's going to distract your neck, and then there's another mechanism, it's extension. So we're going distraction and extension to get that neck curve back in. So Dr. Eric, why don't you go ahead and demonstrate. Now what you want to notice here is his feet are actually very close to the wall, and they're much wider than shoulder width. So Dr. Eric, go ahead and do your first repetition there. There you go, good. So what Dr. Eric's doing is he's pulling down with his forearms. That goes underneath the chin, so that's going to distract the neck and put it back into extension, okay? Now, initially what we want to do is we want to do 40 repetitions up to 3 times a day, but your doctor will write the exact amount in there for you. So go ahead and do that again, Dr. Eric. Great, okay? So again, good. Bring it down, extend the neck, and extend back. Excellent. So that's your home cervical traction.
Hi guys, I'm just going to show you how to set up your home traction. Yours comes with a rope just like this and a traction unit. It also has a door stop. So the door stop will go over the door, keeping it from sliding through. You'll shut the door and then you'll loop the rope within the loop system. It shows you how to tie that up in the instructions on the kit you were given. Once you have it hanging, it should be here. And as you address it, it's probably going to be about the height of your breastbone. We actually want it way below our neck level because we have to loop this over our head, get it resting under our chin, and as we stand here, we should not feel like we're stressing to get into this. It should lay there comfortably, and then we're going to be able to go right into the repetitions as we squat. So that's how to set up your spinal traction, your cervical traction in your home care kit.
All right, the first exercise we're going to do is called the alar stabilization exercise, and what that's going to do is going to stabilize the ligaments in the upper cervical spine or the upper neck. So Eric, Dr. Eric, go ahead and get a position there. Okay, he's going to put his arm on the back of his neck and the other arm on the back of his tricep. And what he's going to do here, he's actually going to rotate his neck, his head, into the side of the elbow. And the whole point of this is not to move the head, but to provide enough resistance so the head remains stationary. So this is called an isometric exercise. So Dr. Eric, go ahead and do that for me. Great, good. As you can see, he's contracting, he's rotating his head to the left, rotating the chin to the left, but yet his head does not move. Isometric, staying the same measurement, staying the same length. The second exercise we have is called the Atlas rotation exercise, and that's great. This is the second exercise. This is called the Atlas stabilization exercise, and what Dr. Eric's going to do is put his left hand behind his neck again, and he's going to rotate his chin all the way into that left side and go to the rotation. Is it full rotation there? And he's going to hold that position there for about 3 seconds. And again, this is another isometric. So it's keeping the muscle at the same length at the end range of motion.